Hey guys, it's Demi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you already know what to do. Click the like button, go down, subscribe. If you're really into me, leave a comment, whatever you choose to do. Today, I'm gonna be stepping on, it's been a hot minute since I've been on this platform, so I'm back and better than ever, and you know, about 100 surgeries later, I'm ready to kill it back on YouTube, and this is just the quality I'm gonna start producing for you guys because you deserve it. Today, I'm gonna go ahead and be starting with a nice little Q&A I posted on Instagram, and you guys really went in with the gnarly questions, the regular questions, and I'm just gonna try going through whatever. I didn't read any of the questions, so it's just gonna be thrown at me. So with no further ado, welcome to my channel, guys. Happy New Year. I love you, and let's see what the fuck I've been up to.
First question is, and I quote, "Girl, where have you been on YT?"
So, honestly, guys, I don't even have an excuse. I tried right now to stop and lie and think of an excuse, but I really don't have one. I literally just got so lazy with that sitting in bed and the editing and hearing myself talk and talk and talk. It's exhausting, and literally the editing process is just like 2-3 hours. And within those 2 and 3 hours, I could be out and about. I could be at the club, I could be at dinner, be on a date, and I was just like, I just stopped altogether. And even with the vlogging, and even just like picking up a camera and filming myself, I just got lazy and wanted to just like not do it anymore. So yeah, I'm kind of letting that laziness go, and I'm here. So
Are you still friends with Nikita?
yes, absolutely, that is my best friend, and no matter what happens, that's always going to be one of my sisters.
You're still friends with her even after the mental break?
I'm still friends with her. Honestly, that's like, I can't say much because that's for her to comment whenever she comes back. But I think it's so healthy. She's talked about it before here on YouTube. So mental health is like serious for anyone and everyone. I even have things I need to work through with like a therapist, or maybe 5 therapists, or maybe even 10 therapists. So life is always evolving. We're always growing. And I heard that once you get to a certain point in your life, I think it's like 28. She's not there yet, but me, I just turned 28. Once you get to like that, your brain switches to like a whole other direction, and it starts realizing like other aspects of you. I don't know. Don't take it from me. Don't know what I'm saying. I stick to fashion and beauty and, you know, being sexy, but I read that once.
What's your type?
Oh, my type. So I would like to say my type of guy is a tall, hot, sexy guy with a big, of course, you know, that's like one of the main things, because, you know, the personality can be shit, but at least if the dick is good, then I'm sticking around. Anyways, I tend to lean towards just like white guys. I don't know. I feel like I always grew up around that in Texas, and just like the masculineness of it. And like, it wasn't until I left Texas and came to LA, I was like, wait, I kind of have a thing for like a frat guy, like white collar type of guy in a suit. But honestly, like my best friends say I'm just a slut, because I can range from like saying that like I would go for a white guy, and then all of a sudden be with like a blue collar suit type of clean cut frat boy, and then all of a sudden you see me with like a skater boy on my knees, skating.
So to that end, are you dating anyone?
Dating anyone, first and foremost, I was talking to someone for a hot minute, 2 different people at the same time, because, you know, you're never gonna get by with just one. You gotta have options out there, guys. I was talking to someone for a hot minute, and then something that I haven't been through in so fucking long was we went on a date. It was like really low key, whatever. He's a doctor. And then we went home, hooked up. He was like gorgeous, like 6'8", like huge schlong, just great personality. And then we hooked up, which I didn't wanna do. Well, I did want to do, but I shouldn't have done that on the first date. But anyways, time went on, and then he texted me. He was like, yo, like, want to come over? And I was like, well, let's go do something. I'm not a piece of meat. And he was like, well, you know, I'm never going to introduce you to my family. You're not going to meet my friends. And I was like, excuse me? And like, I have evolved so much from that. And obviously, if you're new here on my channel, yes, I am a trans girl. I was like, oh, no. Like, it was such a rewind reset for me, and I did not see that coming to smack me in the motherfucking face. But it did, and I had to drop him, and I went back to the other guy I was talking to, and we were talking for a hot minute, and I left him on red for I think maybe like 3 days. I'm a busy girl. And I responded to him, and crickets. Still to this day, it's been like 2 weeks and crickets. So I was ghosted. So I'm not talking to anyone. I am dating, but you know, if you want to slide through my DMs, leave a comment below. If you're into freaky shit, I'm your girl.
How do you get over heartbreak then?
Oh, I don't. I feel like I just push through life, and like if someone breaks my fucking heart, you'll really see it on my social media. Because like Instagram, all of a sudden you'll see me go from like being cute with the fashion posts, and all of a fucking second, it's like sexy post, sexy post, sexy post, because I'm just like regaining my confidence back and just like focusing so much more on work and myself to like eliminate that my heart was just broken, or that like my emotions were just fucked with. So I just like push myself to do more.
Was your family supportive of your transformation?
So growing up in Texas with my whole transformation, I feel like I was always so flamboyant. And whenever my mom would ask me, she was like, Demi, are you like, and she wanted to use the word gay. Clearly I was a boy at the time. And I would be like, nope, don't ask me that. That's none of your business. Like, how dare you talk to me like that? And she'd be like, okay. So, and also too, I had a girlfriend all through high school, and not until like my senior year, I think like we had sex, and I was just like, oh no. Blech. Anyways, my family, when I moved, I never told them like, this is me, whatever. I moved and transferred schools, and they slowly saw me evolve in LA. I started, wearing makeup, doing my hair. I came out on YouTube. So like my mom and my family found out through YouTube that I was transitioning and doing everything. And then when I went back home after my father's passing, I just presented as lademi, and I made it to a point to where like no one had any choice to say like, this is me and this is who the fuck I'm gonna be. And if you have an issue with it, then I don't belong coming back. But everyone embraced me with arms wide open, and hey, now I'm here, and my family are like my biggest supporters.
Your follower from Lydia wants to know if you can gift him an iPhone 14 Pro.
What? No! Next question.
Did you freeze your eggs?
I did not freeze my eggs, but something I should get to. But at the same time, like, I mean, I come greatly. Next question.
Do you prefer circumcised or uncircumcised?
It depends how drunk I am, honestly. I feel like if I'm not as drunk, then like it needs to be circumcised and cute. I've had a few of those moments, and looking back, I don't think I really cared.
Whatever.
Not whatever. No, not whatever. I'm very selective about the area. I want it to be gorgeous, clean cut, whole nine. If it's not, put it away. We'll get mine out. I'm just kidding. Don't put that in.
Speaking about the area, male strippers in briefs or thongs?
Honestly, I don't think I've ever even gone to a male strip club, like in briefs or thongs. I mean, we can start with him in the briefs. Like, I like a masculine guy, but like, if we want to get wild, sure, put my thong on, I guess. You guys are really silly with these questions.
Well, here's a last silly one. Can you describe your skincare routine?
Yes, I am so heavy on my skincare routine. I will no matter how tipsy I am, no matter how late I am out at an event or anything, as soon as I get home, I will take my makeup off and do my skincare routine, only because my aunt has the most flawless skin ever, and she's always told me, do not sleep in your makeup. Sleeping in your makeup or wearing it for such a long time literally destroys your skin and ages you. My favorite products right now in my skincare routine would probably be Honest Beauty. Jessica Alba's products are so amazing. Just using her products, I want to say for probably a year and a half now, just fine lines, hydration, and everything. Like her under eye cream, it's solid and it's gold. And if I'm not using that, I am using Laneige nighttime overnight hydration mask. Gorgeous in the morning, flawless skin. And then if I'm not using that, I use Claudier or something like that. It's all at Sephora, guys. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do like a skincare routine, taking off my makeup and showing you guys what I use and what I do. So head down there.
What's the toughest part about having facial feminization surgery?
It's been 2.5 years, or this is my 3rd year, since I have had facial feminization surgery. And as you guys know, you can go back on my YouTube channel. I documented all of that. I had 11 procedures done at once. I started at 9 a.m. in the morning, and the surgery was not done till 10 p.m. at night. Bones shaved, everything done. Looking back, I think it was the best thing I ever did in my life. I still have girlfriends that come to me or like DMs that I do open, and they're like, listen, I'm gonna get my FFS. What advice can you have for me? I will say it was the most traumatizing surgery I have yet done. The pain and everything, but if you're gonna do it, go fucking ham with everything. Like, if you think you want this, just do it. Because the worst thing that I've heard from a lot of girls is coming out from that traumatic surgery and not doing enough. Like saying, oh, I should have done this. Why didn't I do this? Like, you want that shit done all at once, guys. Like, that was the best thing I ever did.
Who's the most famous person to slide into your DMs?
Oh my God, do I dare kiss and tell? Well, I haven't kissed him yet, but he actually didn't slide into my DMs. I commented on a couple of his photos and slid into his. I have a funny personality, sense of humor. So I just was always cracking jokes on his pictures and being like, you better cool it the fuck down. This is enough. And I was like, you know what? Let me just slide into his DMs. And I did, and we followed each other. It's not in a dating whatever scandal moment. It's just someone that I've always had a crush on all my life. And I follow him and he follows me, and it's Channing Tatum. But he's amazing, and he's just I live for everything he does. He's just such a good person and people person, and not afraid to express himself, I feel like. And I really admire any guy in their masculinity that's not afraid to dim it back and be silly or like put themselves in uncomfortable situations because they're just super secure with themselves. So I think he's dating someone. As soon as he gets single, like, hi, Channing, if you see this, we follow each other. What's up? What's good?
Are you and Bryce still friends?
Bryce Hall and I are still friends. Although, I don't know if you guys saw my last year recap. He went on to an interview with Mazza Farah. They were calling girls out to him, like girls that he would sleep with or like girls that he would date. And Bryce, I have a bone to pick with you. They said, what about Demi? She's so pretty, whatever. And he goes, too tall. She's like, she's like here. She's like way above me. She's too tall. So I was like, He was like, she's a big girl. I was like, But like, as you guys know, I'm like 5'11" and in heels like 6'2", 6'3" and pushing. But it's not my fault. I'm like an Amazon. Like, people like me for all my inches and height.
Who is the shadiest influencer you've come across?
Well, I think we're at like a good standing point now with this influencer. It's just like whatever. But someone that I just never ever got along with was like James Charles. It was always like in passing and like never really highs and buys and just like ugly faces and looks. One time I was with Nikita at Lorraine's birthday party and he came up, we were passing by, I was holding Nikita's hand and I saw him and I was gonna be like, hey, I know we are, you know, we don't really like vibe or whatever, but like let's put it behind us. And he just looked at me and he was like, I don't even know who you are, and like walked off. And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, because I will tear my wig off right now and show you who the fuck I am. You know what I mean? But ever since then, it just put a nasty taste in my mouth. But like, we're cool now, it's whatever. Let bygones be bygones. I've continued my life and like done other things, but I'm not gonna cry about it. I don't give a
Talk about your bottom/surgery.
I feel like everyone always asks about like the bottom surgery of like, does Demi have a and like, I think I've always said on my channel, that's like, I will never confirm what I have, because in this world, in this life, and like right now where we are in times, when I first started my transition, I thought like, I need to go ham with this surgery, and I'm not a woman until this surgery and this surgery. And not until I grew into myself and really evolved, I understood what I actually wanted. And I never want to voice like my private area and like what I've had done or what I haven't had done, because I never want anyone to feel pressured in their transition or in their life thinking that they have to get that done to validate their gender. Yeah, I'll never address that. Just be you, and like, it doesn't take a surgery to validate who you are.
You want to pick up your OnlyFans again?
My OnlyFans account, I do have an OnlyFans account, guys, and you can click right there. Just kidding. I do have an OnlyFans account, but like, you will never get a porno on there. Like, most I'm on there is like in a thong, shaking my big butt, or like doing a really sexy photo shoot, or like showing my boobs. I will never be on there doing gross stuff, I feel. Well, not gross, like, I have no offense to sex workers, like, do your thing, but it's just like not something for me. Like, I just love being like this, I don't want to say tasteful because maybe you guys won't agree, but like, I just love like this whole sensual, sexy like era I'm in, but like, I don't really want to overshare too much with like doing porn on OnlyFans. So it'll always be cute with sexy videos and sexy, like, what's the word, like, I'll leave something to your imagination.
What's your favorite fragrance? You always smell so good.
My favorite fragrance right now is, I mixed two things together because, guys, I came from nothing, basically middle class family, made myself into something. So I will always have that mentality of like, where can I save, where can I budget, and where can I just be like really hit and run. Right now, my favorite scent, which I can't even say what it is because I got it for Christmas, I've been wearing it nonstop. And literally when I came inside the studio today, someone said they liked how I smelled. And usually when they say that, I say, oh, I farted, because I'm stupid. But anyways, I've been wearing Louis Vuitton, and it's like a pink fluid. I don't know, I can share it later. Louis Vuitton with Bombshell Victoria's Secret perfume. I mix those two together and literally like, I smell like heaven. I literally just smell like a walking placenta.
You prefer on your
Oh, you guys have a little class on Instagram. Oh my God, on my boobs.
Would you ever wear a latex catsuit?
Oh my God, this is definitely someone projecting their fantasies. Honestly, no, I would never. And like, I've dated guys that like have a thing for like leather and latex, and I'm like, no. My body does not work well with any kind of material that can't breathe. I sweat and I sweat and I sweat. And like, one thing about me is like, I can be in the best mood, but if I'm hot, it's like game over. Like, I'm a bitch, I'm moody, and not until I like calm down. Like, my best friend Gigi, if I'm coming over to her house, she knows AC's down to 63. She knows like everything for like working and doing content, because like, I am just the nastiest person in a hot environment, and like latex, nope.
How's your business going?
Demi Beauty has been at a pause. We sold the majority of all of our lashes, which thank you guys. That was an amazing launch on my birthday last year. Not this past birthday, but it's been, oh my God, it's been a 1-year anniversary of Demi Beauty. We have products coming out that are working. I was going ham with focusing on a certain product and trial and error. It didn't go the way I wanted, so I put that at a pause, and obviously it costs money doing all of that. So I have like essentials coming out, if I could say that. I don't know if I'm saying too much, but I'm excited to launch those, and they're just gorgeous and fun Demi Beauty pieces that will be launching this year. So still going, but just grow with me.
Do you date a lot of celebrities?
I feel like I've never been someone to really comment about the celebrities I've been with. Here and there, I've started to just throw out there because I don't give a fuck. It's just like whatever. But like, I'll never go into detail of like what we did, like what happened, our conversations, because that's just like to me tacky and like cloudy. I have quite a few under my belt that I've been with, yes, and that I talk to in my DMs. And I think the reason why they keep things going with me or like talking to me or whatever, because like through the years, I don't dish out the information, don't post screenshots and all that. Like, I'm just normal, and like they probably really love that. Like, it's like that normal trust, because like I feel like talking to an influencer, like someone from reality TV, like within the year they're gonna post screenshots and out you and say this and that, and I'm not that person. Yes, I really feel like I thrive on camera. I just have like the most uncensored mouth, which has got me in trouble many times. I think I need to get back onto reality TV. Last one was X on the Beach. Well, X on the Peak of Love on MTV. If you haven't seen, go watch. I'm crazy on there. I have a new wig on every fucking scene. Glam to the nines, outfits, looks, the whole nine. I just feel like I've evolved so much more into myself and Demi that I need to take it back to screen. And now that I know what I'm working with and what I'm doing and what I want, oh, I'm just gonna go ham.
Let Demi say hi to me.
Hi.
Why do you objectify what real women have fought so hard against?
And even with just that whole sentence, I just like take myself back, because everything I've done up until now has been nothing but like inspire, push confidence for people to like take that back and like grow. I understand everything about cisgender women and like the womanhood. I obviously will never have it. Well, I have it hard because of who I am in today's society, but I will never have it as hard as like a cisgender woman that goes through menstrual cycles, birth, giving life to another baby and all that. And of course, those are personal things that I think about that I just have to live with. It's not my fault. I was born into the wrong body and like figured out that wasn't me, and now I'm Demi. But as far as objectifying women, I don't think I do that. But correct me if I'm wrong, I just exude like my own sexiness, and like I'm in my own pretty girl era of like knowing what I want to showcase, and maybe I show too much or whatever, but like I feel like with my sexiness I do give, like it's always be a bad bitch, you know, own your confidence, own your fucking body, whether you're skinny or curvy. And I'm a big curvy girl, so it's like I'm always pushing to like be sexy and whatever. But also too, I go back to like thinking when I was a little boy in Texas with posters of like Paris Hilton, the Girls Next Door poster, like all these sexy girls. And I grew up in such an era that like sexy, it was pop culture, like the peak of pop culture. I feel like all these aspirations, and now that I finally am Demi and myself, I feel like there's so much I wanted to do and so much I wanted to portray. And now that I'm in a place in my life that I feel sexy and I feel confident, I want to like go back and channel that energy and like get to live that little fantasy, to like almost give myself a pat on the back, like, bitch, you did it. Like, you're here, you know? But as far as objectifying women, I feel like that's self-projecting onto me, because if I was a cisgender woman online being sexy or anything, I would just be called a slut. You probably would have gone into there and said like, why are you such a fucking slut and a whore, and make things so much more different. But because I am a trans woman, I feel like it turned into like me objectifying or mocking women when I'm not. I'm just channeling my sexy era. So I don't know. I always will be someone that will seek to give inspiration, someone that will hold my word, always voice my opinion within myself. Like, I don't owe anyone anything.
When you say being a real woman is honestly defining femininity in the way in which you see fits best for yourself.
Yes.
Basically.
I mean, like, I never want to take anything away from like cisgender women or whatever.
Like
Like,
every woman, but like the real definition of being a real woman to me, like as a cis man,
well, like,
questions is that you're defining femininity in the way that you want.
yeah, I'm expressing myself. I'm expressing myself. And there's like so much I see on Instagram, on YouTube, and like so many other gorgeous girls that aren't trans, and they do the same thing, if not even more than I do. And like I see that and I'm like, oh my God, that's so sexy. And like I'm all for it. I'm like, that is everything. Like if I see a girl, I will comment and be like, this bitch is everything. Like the aesthetics. I see it as more as a personal attack, which is why I say self-projecting, because I feel like that's something that you need to work on, whoever you are in the world that asked me that question. And I hope you find that confidence. And I hope if anything, I can give you that confidence to go out there and be a bad bitch and channel your sexy energy. Okay, guys, that's it for the questions today. I feel like I answered so many and ranted for as long as I could. I just want to tell you guys, I love you. Thank you for coming back onto my channel. I plan to do so much more videos. I really want to hear ideas that you guys want to see me doing here on YouTube or on my social media platforms. What do you think about the things that I said? I am always going to be an open book. I'm always going to be silly, and I'm always going to be myself, no matter how glam, how not glam, and where I stand in life. I always will be this little girl from a little town in Texas and trying to live my greatest fantasy and dreams. With that being said, if you haven't already, subscribe below. I love you so much, and don't forget to live your life. See you next time.